Welcome, everyone. Please be seated and take a moment of silence to settle in, to get ready to celebrate the joining of the lives of Sarah and John. Also take a moment to make sure all the devices in your pockets are turned to silence. Thank you and welcome. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Bo Bergman, and I'm Sarah's brother, and John's soon-to-be brother-in-law. It is my privilege to stand up here alongside these two special people to help facilitate this joyous and spiritual occasion. As this may be the first Quaker wedding for some of you, I will give you a brief description of the ceremony so as you know what to expect. First, we will begin with some planned words from two family members, and this will be followed by Sarah and John exchanging their personal vows. After their Quaker marriage certificate is read aloud, we will settle into a period of silent worship in the manner of friends. While I may be the one standing up here, I'd like to point out that I am not the one who will be marrying them. As per Quaker tradition, it is all of you who are here in person or spirit who are responsible for marrying John and Sarah. You will all have a chance to share your support out loud, in silence, and by pen, by signing the wedding certificate. But this responsibility of wedding Sarah and John is not over after the party tonight. It continues on, and Sarah and John have invited you to become part of their extended family, to be with them as their marriage grows and enriches all our lives. It'll take love, trust, dedication, faith, and commitment from all of us to help in this journey. Sarah, I am so grateful to have this honor of being up here. As a teenager, I may have ignored my little sister, but I have been there with you all the way, and it has been inspiring to see you turn into the woman you are today. You bring such good energy and love with everything you do. Continue to embrace your delight of all things new and your passionate pursuit of doing good. John, I am so grateful to have you in our life. Our family is overjoyed that Sarah has found a life partner so kind and caring, inspiring and loving. There is nothing more than a brother wishes than to see a sister smiling, and I thank you for doing such a nice job. I know you will be a supportive husband and a loving father. There's never a fully sufficient way to thank or pay tribute to our parents and grandparents for everything they have done. In so many ways, we would not be standing here without them. John's parents, Don and Donna, were not able to make the trip out from the West Coast, but they send their love and well wishes from afar. Our paternal father, Grandpa, is here in spirit, and our grandmother, Margaret, Dad's 95-year-old mom, nearly made the trip from Virginia, and I know she would have put a smile on many of our faces had she been here. We are also joined in spirit by our maternal grandparents, Dick and Sally. Sally, better known as Mama, always had a quick one-liner, and Sarah had built a unique bond. And lastly, of course, we are joined in spirit by our mother, Anna. Not a day goes by that we don't miss her. She brought great love and compassion and open-mindedness to everyone around her. Her joy of life and optimism was infectious, and it carries on. Today, she has the biggest smile on her face as she is watching her beautifully pregnant daughter standing next to her husband with such mutual love and commitment. She knows they will take on challenges together, and their partnership will allow them to reach towards their personal dreams and goals. All right. One of her favorite sayings was focus on the fun, or FOF for short. And to bring her energy closer today, I'd like to get everyone's help. So I'm going to say FOF, and I'd like everyone to repeat and say, focus on the fun. You guys ready? So, FOF.
Focus on the fun.
FOF.
Focus on the fun.
FOF.
Focus on the fun.
Thank you. All right, so I'd now like to invite my wife, Megan, who Sarah and John have asked to say a few words, and she will be followed by John's brother, James. Thank you.
It's always nice when your husband makes you cry before a speaking engagement. Sarah asked me to say a few words about what it's like to marry into the Bergman family. I would say, never sleep in. Just kidding. Let's get to the profound stuff. All right. Bring your A game always. All right. No one can give you the magic advice you need to sustain a marriage. Your marriage is just that. It's yours. You will come to know it better than anyone. You will come to know when it is succeeding and when it needs attention. You will know when you're hitting your stride and when you need to have an awkward conversation over coffee one morning about emotional intimacy or leaving the toilet seat up. Or the cat eating Doritos. Or But here's what you can do. You can keep your sense of humor, want the best for each other, take one for the team, don't punish each other, learn how to fight well, and speak honestly to each other. Hold your criticism if it doesn't really matter. Accept that some days, weeks, and years are harder than others. And accept that there will be hard times, and that's when you'll value your marriage most. Good. Because marriage is about being stronger and better together. And when you struggle, you grow. You'll fail, falter, and hurt each other's feelings, maybe even bore each other. But accept that you'll surprise and delight each other, that you will give each other the gift of being loved unconditionally and understood. And so who cares if someone has bad breath one morning or tells the same old jokes or has to load the dishwasher a certain way? Remind yourself not to care. Remind yourself that you are lucky to have love. Remind yourself never to take it for granted. And remind yourself how great it feels to have someone who knows where the knots are in your back and someone who isn't afraid to kiss you when you have bad breath. And remember this, you want your partner to exist in the world as a passionate person. You want your partner to achieve their dreams and find their peak experiences and take risks and learn from their mistakes and give them that space. Show them you understand, want it for them, because that's who you're falling in love with now. John and Sarah, your passion for the world around you, for art, for the environment, for helping others, for each other, those qualities are what you both possess and what you need to share with the world and what you need to honor in each other as you grow and change.
Hello, again, for those of you that don't know me, my name is James. I'm John's oldest brother, and I'm here with my lovely wife, Chelsea. It's an honor to have the opportunity to speak to you on this occasion. Like Bo mentioned, our parents couldn't be here today, and they're missed. For my brothers and I, our father has been an incredible role model. He's an exceptionally dedicated and loving husband. It would have been a real pleasure to hear his thoughts today. In our father's absence, John asked me to speak today about how Chelsea and I have maintained a loving and close relationship. So, John and Sarah, you're in the midst of this amazing new chapter in both of your lives. You've started school, moved to a new city, started a new job. You're getting married and having a baby. Most sane people tackle these things one at a time. These are some of life's richest experiences, and without a doubt, you'll be challenged. And it's only starting now. Chelsea and I have a couple of thoughts to help you jump into this new adventure together and carry you through the rest of your lives. Build patience. It's easy to have the least patience with those closest to you. You're in this together, and you'll need each other's utmost support. Patience is the quiet support that shows you believe in your partner's importance and abilities. Build trust. Unquestionable trust is paramount, and it goes well beyond fidelity. Follow through on your promises. Learn to apologize when you make a mistake. Practice forgiveness. Trust thrives in an atmosphere of safety and security. Be open about your feelings. Trust is the true sign of respect for your partner. Build flexibility. One of the redeeming aspects of a committed relationship is stability and consistency. But life demands change. Jobs will change, children will change, and most importantly, you'll change. Help sustain your relationship and reduce conflict by creating and practicing a flexible attitude. And I swear I didn't know about focus on the fun, but my next point was focus on the fun. Continue to do the fun things that make you personally happy. Don't rely on your partner to provide your happiness. Make daily together time a priority. Make time to get away. Find the fun in every activity, like cleaning, changing diapers, or doing taxes. It's possible. Trust me, it's possible. Participate and appreciate the small, everyday events. And the last thing I want to say is that life gets really, really complicated. But love is really quite simple. And Chelsea's last thing that she wanted to say is practice kissing a lot. So that's all I have to say. We love you, and we look forward to your amazing future together.
Thank you, Megan and James. I'd like to now ask Sarah and John to come forward with their rings and share their personal vows. You don't need to talk.
I've fallen in love with you every day since we met. Today and every day, I will continue to love you and be inspired and motivated by your kind heart, easy laugh, and gentle grace. I vow to be honest and direct, to be strong, yet remember, strength comes in many forms. To be wrong sometimes and own it. To appreciate the silences and pauses in our life and our relationship, even when I wish you were talking. To share my whole life and leave space for each of us to be whole people, to be equal partners. I vow to stay connected to our families and friends, to plant deep roots, lead meaningful lives, and grow beautiful friendships. I will reflect your best self as we grow together, become parents together, and make mistakes together. I promise you an adventure, a passionate, sometimes fiery ride, and a lot of laughter. I love you, John. My cup runneth over.
With this ring, I, Sarah Margaret Bergman,
With this ring, I, Sarah Margaret Bergman,
promise with divine assistance to be unto you
promise with divine assistance to be unto you
a passionate and